Hello, my name is Daniel, and I'm going to be doing day 4 of the Devotional. British soldiers were spending Christmas Eve, 1914, on a French battlefield during World War I. After 4 months of fighting, over 1 million men had perished in the bloody conflict. The bodies of the dead soldiers were scattered between the trenches of the opposing armies. In the middle of a freezing battlefield in France, that a miracle occurred. British troops watched in amazement as candlelit trees appeared above the German trenches. From the German parapet, a rich baritone voice had begun to sing a song. I remember my German nurse singing to me. Grave and tender voice rose out of the frozen mist, and all so strange, like being in another world, a young British soldier wrote in his diary. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. When the German soldiers were finished singing, the British decided to retaliate. Rather than retaliate with a roar of cannon, the army chaps from England sang, "The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in a field as they lay." When the boys from jolly old England finished, "Born is the King of Israel," the enemy began clapping and struck up a rousing rendition of O Tannenbaum. When the British troops began singing, "O Come All Ye Faithful," it was at that moment that the Germans immediately joined in. They were singing with the enemy. This was a most extraordinary event taking place in the middle of a blood-drenched battlefield. Two opposing nations were singing the same Christmas carol in the middle of a fierce war. It is recorded that the enemy soldiers greeted each other in no man's land that had minutes before been a killing zone. Soldiers wished one another Merry Christmas and agreed not to fire their rifles on Christmas Day. Thousands of soldiers celebrated the birth of the Prince of Peace among the bodies of their dead. A solitary voice began to sing Silent Night in French. He was joined by another voice singing in German. Then finally the words were in English. Who do you need to make peace with this season? Have you been engaged in a fierce battle that has extracted the very life from your soul? Christmas is a moment in history when peace is abundantly possible because the baby who came to bring peace for all ages. Thank you for sitting and listening with me. I pray that you continue to do this as our devotions continue and just make peace with everybody this season. Thank you. Bye.